What's up, Agents Rock? I got my usual suspect with me. Next to me, Melissa Gonzalez.
Hi.
What are we going to talk about today?
How to be recession proof.
How to be recession proof. So I was reading an article yesterday that from last year to this year, $7 trillion has been wiped out of the markets. Okay. Yeah, $7 trillion. And obviously, real estate is shifting. Not so much, not in our market area, which is New Jersey, but it is shifting. The same frenzy that occurred last year is not occurring this year in the sense that you're not getting as many offers. There isn't, lines out the door for open houses, and demand isn't as strong as it was. And that has a lot to do with obviously the interest rates being at right now 6.5, but not long ago they were already at 7 and 7.5 in some cases. And there was a lot of speculation that rates will go up even higher. But it did come down based on the CPI numbers, the inflation numbers the other day, which is good. I still think it's a healthy seller's market. So if there's any sellers out there looking to sell their home, you should definitely put your house on the market, because I don't think this time next year you're going to have the same opportunity to capitalize. But again, I don't have the crystal ball. I may be wrong, but it just seems like it's shifting towards the buyer's leverage. So how do you become recession-proof as a real estate agent? What are some things that you can do focused on the controllables that will continuously put you in front of clients, continuously create opportunities for you? So you're a real estate agent. Why don't we talk about that? And you haven't been, to be fair, you haven't seen a recession or experienced a recession as a real estate agent, being in the business, 3.5 years, right? So, but let's think about what can be done, right? What can you focus on that will get you in front of people, no matter what type of market we're in?
I think that coming up, there's going to be a lot of foreclosures, right? So I think that's a good market to tap into.
Well, I love that you said that.
Right? Try and target those people. Right now, obviously, there's not as many buyers. In 2020 and 2021, when there was a lot of buyers, right, and you were primarily a buyer's agent because there was just so many people looking to buy because of the interest rates, I think that now we have to kind of shift the focus a little bit and don't just focus on the buyers and focus on the sellers, right? You have to do like a mix, right? So focus on getting more listings, because the truth is, like, it's still going to sell, right? Even though the market is shifting, like you said, it's still a seller's market.
Yeah. And people that have to sell, people that have to buy, no matter what the rates are.
Right. And the type of buyers that are going to buy right now are going to be the buyers that are well qualified. And the people that have to buy, right? They're not going to buy just because they're like, oh, I feel like getting a new house, right? They're really going to be people that have to buy. And the people that are going to sell are probably going to be people that have to sell. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of foreclosures coming up. Targeting those people is not a bad idea because they are going to have to sell. I think that in general, right now, people are very hesitant on, or are going to be very hesitant on spending money.
You're bringing something up that I actually like, spending money, right? Real estate agents do spend money when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
Right. And since the topic is, how to become recession proof, basically as a real estate agent, real estate agents should start auditing their finances right now. What are you spending money on?
Right. What's not giving me a good return on
that isn't
investment?
giving you a good return. What are some of your reoccurring costs that you can cut away, right? Start cutting some of that fat off.
You did that when you went through your subscriptions.
Yes.
That's small, but something like that. You have to audit what you're spending money on.
Yeah. She was referring to, like, I went through my subscriptions and I ended up finding out that I had hundreds and hundreds of dollars on reoccurring fees every month. And I'm like, some of the stuff I wasn't even using. Yeah. So I removed over $280 of reoccurring subscriptions.
A month.
Which is over, it's over $3,000 a year. Yeah. Which to me, I can invest that money in something else, or I can go on vacation with the kids. Right. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah. So, for me at least, right, like I bring that up because I am going to be auditing my expenses, right, seeing what I'm spending money on, and I'm going to think twice. Do I have to really buy these pair of shoes or this bag, right? I'm not going to spend money unless I have to spend money, right?
But in your business though, like,
what
are some things you can change, like that a real estate agent does spend money? Like, let's focus on marketing for a second, right? If you're spending, I don't know, $4,000, $3,000 in marketing every month, right? You have to kind of see if the return on investment is there for you. Or maybe you take some of that money, instead of spending it in one lead source, maybe you bring
Do various.
Yeah, you could do various and decrease, right? Decrease your spend, your spend on certain, aspects of marketing, whether it be direct mail,
Right.
whether it be on your mailers, right? There's a cost to that, envelopes, etc. Cold calling, right? You have dialers, etc. Right? Where in your systems can you reduce where you know that you're not getting any return on investment, right? And you'd be surprised that after you analyze that, you're going to find a lot of things that you can literally just do away with. Yeah. Another thing you can do is, and who I wholeheartedly believe works, is do more, right? Do more. So if you're prospecting 3 days a week, cold calling, circle prospecting, door knocking, right? Bump that up to 5 days a week.
Yeah, because I think that whatever you're going to do, well, you say this all the time. Whatever you do, what do you say exactly? Whatever you do 3 months prior.
Yeah, you usually see the benefits 90 days later, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I think that, the market's a little slower now, right? So you're clearly not working in the business, right? You're not out showing as many houses as you probably were, 5-6 months ago. So that's the opportunity to work on the business and do more prospecting, like you said.
Yeah. Well, that's agents should,
They're doing
prospect.
that. You should do that regardless. But I'm saying, if you're not spending that much time in the field, then work on the business. Focus on getting new clients the next couple of months.
Correct.
Whatever that looks like, right?
Yeah, but doubling down on your prospecting activities, on anything that you can control frequency and consistency, I think that's important, right? Like you can't control frequency when it comes to open houses. You can want to do one every week, right? But if you don't have the listings, or if agents aren't giving you the opportunities, then you're not going to be able to control, right? And even when you do an open house, you can't control the frequency of how many leads or customers are walking in the door. But what can you control? Frequency, right? How many times you cold call, how many times you circle prospect, how many times you door knock, how many mailers you send out, how many direct mail you send out, right? Those are things you can control.
And a lot of those things don't cost a lot of money.
No,
or
they don't.
Or no money. Like door knocking doesn't cost any money. You just need time.
Well, technically, if you have to get a solicitor's or a peddler's
license,
license,
like $25.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
It's just that's an easy task to do.
Yeah, but you got to do more. Double down, because when there is a recession, here's what I've seen. My experience in 2007, 8, 9, a lot of real estate agents get out of the business.
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of people leaving.
So regardless of the fact that the market slows down and there's less opportunities, well, when you have, let's say 30, 40% of agents leaving the business in your market area, that actually opens up a lot more market share for you. And it actually will create more opportunities if you're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
like
so if you
focus on your marketing.
Right. If you have the ability to continue to spend the money on marketing, that's when you should be doing it.
Yeah.
Like now.
And if you don't have the ability to continue to spend money, right, build relationships, right? Focus on one or two areas and build relationships with every homeowner, with every business owner in that area, right? Nurture those relationships, cultivate those relationships, right? So it can manifest into referrals. A lot of agents think that, just because a homeowner isn't looking to sell, that's not an opportunity. That's not true.
No, stay in touch.
Exactly.
You don't know when they're going to sell.
Well,
what if something changes? Or what if they refer you a family member?
I was going to say, more importantly, they can become a referral for you. A lot of people that are not looking to sell, not looking to buy, they can still refer you business, right? Think of your past clients. Why do we stay in touch with past clients? Number one, because you genuinely love them. Number two, they're going to get you referrals, right? They're more than likely not going to sell their home anytime soon.
Right.
And they're more than likely not going to buy another house anytime soon, right? So it's about getting more business, more referrals, extracting as many opportunities as possible. And that's how you stay in control when it comes down to a recession, right? Focus on what you can control. Focus on the stuff that isn't a distraction. All the noise in the background regarding the economy, regarding the market, you can't control that. It is what it is. But what you can control, that's what you need to focus on, and that should not be an excuse, right? Don't allow, yourself to tell the story that, I'm not going to be successful or I'm going to fail because the markets are not doing well. No, I know way too many people that have built a multi-billion-dollar business during recessions in real estate and outside of real estate, right? And that's how you stay recession-proof.
Yeah, agreed.
And don't spend money foolishly. Make sure that every time you're spending $1, right, that you understand the value that it's going to bring you, right? Keep track of metrics, keep track of KPIs, because that's extremely important, especially in a shifting market, especially during a recession, right? Double down, guys. What are you going to do?
I just told you what I was going to do.
No, you personally.
I'm going to audit my expenses.
Well, besides that.
I'm not going to buy the shoes I want.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, what am I going to do, like business-wise?
What are you going to double down on?
Oh, well, I'm going to do way more prospecting. We had this discussion earlier this week, right? I'm implementing new systems, right? And they're not expensive. It's just I have to.
Like what?
Like the ringless voicemail. I do want a door knock, but I think what I'm going to do is not now because it's just way too cold.
Yeah.
But I'm going to continue to sell. I'm going to continue.
Hello? I'm a real estate agent.
And I get cold very easily, so that's not going to work out well. And then if there's ice on the ground, I'll probably die.
You fall.
I'll
even when
die.
there's no ice.
I'll die. So no, I'm implementing other things, right? So before I was very consistent with my mailers. I'm not going to stop doing those. Right, I'm going to keep doing them, but I'm really trying to target the specific areas. So now instead of just sending them something once a month, I'm going to try and target them more than once a month. You know,
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a
Wonder
combination.
where you got that idea from.
I'm going to do a combination of things, right? So I am doing the mailers. I'm going to continue to do that. I've done that. I'm going to do the ringless voicemail. Now is the perfect time, obviously, to do that because it's holiday season.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to deliver some pies I'm going to deliver pies to my past clients, the ones that, you know, are close to where I live. I can't do all of them, obviously. So I'm going to cold call.
You're going to circle prospect.
Someone's going to have to sit down and hold my hand when I cold call, but I'm going to cold call.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to sit down with me and hold my hand while I cold call, let me know. So the thing that I was working on this week was the ringless voicemail because I want to get those out for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the cool thing about ringless voicemails is that it's highly efficient, right? In terms of you're not going to spend much time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then also I'm going to do some direct mail. And that's it. And I'm really literally just focusing on 12 streets.
Yeah. So
And
you're going to go
targeting-
deep. You're going to
Yeah,
go deep versus narrow because a lot of agents will blanket an entire town.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So
And you know that can become very costly, and not many
Yes.
people have that sort of budget to allocate.
yeah,
towards
and you
that.
can do that. I mean, if you want, you can
but
you can do whatever you
it's
want.
hard to stay
but
consistent when you're spending
correct that
thousands
much
of
money.
dollars.
Yeah. So I've been doing like these 12 streets, and I'm not going to say what town. I've been doing these 12 streets for the last 3 months. So I've been sending them something every month for the last 3 months. But now I'm going to implement those other things as well. Same streets.
Gotcha. All right, that's good. So you're going to double, triple down, obviously, and this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
For
the time
sure.
to do it. All right. Well, I hope everybody got some value from this. See you next time. Next time, we're going to quiz Melissa to see exactly what she really has done to stay
God. Yeah,
recession
you guys are
proof.
going to keep me accountable?
Yeah. Joe's going to keep you accountable.